All right, my boys. This is something right up my alley. We're going to be watching a video called What Happened to the Leadoff Hitter. I've seen this video before, but I want to actually react to it on stream and see what else y'all think about this video. Shout out who made this video? Analytics with Chris. This is a really good, very good and well put together video. So let's go ahead and get to it, man.
Since the beginning of baseball, teams believed that the leadoff hitter should be the fastest player on the field. They would hit for high averages and then steal lots of bases to get into scoring position for the team's big sluggers. However, baseball has changed, and we're now seeing teams bat guys lead off with sub 200 averages.
Okay, I know the video literally just started, but like when I grew up watching baseball, had leadoff hitters, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I didn't grow up watching Rickey Henderson, but like that, Rickey Henderson was like the prototypical leadoff hitter. Guys like Ichiro, guys like Jimmy Rollins, just a few examples that come to mind. It's very interesting to see. And then nowadays it's not like that. So I'm you know what I'm saying? It's intriguing to see.
Aggravating baseball fans across America since it's unusual.
Oh, the boomers was getting mad.
That speed and average don't matter for the leadoff hitter. In the modern game, teams are getting smarter and optimizing their lineups to the perfect combination. The proper lineup can gain you an extra 10 to 20 runs per year. This can be the difference in losing a one-run game or the difference from being a playoff team to just barely falling short. The stakes are high and teams are researching the perfect combination instead of just randomly ordering the players.
In the American League this year.
And obviously you want your best hitters to get the most at-bats, so it makes sense.
He's a leadoff guy. What has happened to this spot?
Billy Hamilton. And now people like Soler and Kyle Schwarber hit leadoff now. Aaron Judge, guys that hit for a lot of power, guys that get on base a lot, that get walked a lot.
Kyle Schwarber. In 2015 through 19, the Chicago Cubs, managed by Joe Maddon, unleashed some rather unusual lineups. They would bat their pitchers sometimes 8th instead of 9th.
Which is smart.
Put guys with no power in the 4-hole and put guys with no speed lead off. Over this span, guys like Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, and most notoriously, Kyle Schwarber led off games. This raised controversy among fans, but led to the evolution of the leadoff spot.
I don't know if y'all can read lips, but he definitely just said F you.
And changed the stigma around the leadoff spot.
Roberto Baggio, just bad. Haven't missed a shot with him.
Most important factors for leadoff hitters, but that's not true. The statistics say that the leadoff spot is one of the most important spots for hitters.
Absolutely.
The leadoff spot sees the most plate appearances out of any spot in the batting order. In
addition, it makes sense.
Expected runs for the leadoff hitter is the highest, as well as runs created per game. So it's most logical to place the batter who gets on base the most there. Having the batter who gets on base the most hit first leads to way more outcomes and can certainly extend the game to allow for more at-bats for the rest of the team. This, over the course of a full season, leads to more runs and more wins. The book Playing the Percentages in Baseball crunched the data on lineup order optimization.
And look, I'm not the one that always wants to crunch numbers in baseball, but like, this makes sense. This makes sense. It just makes sense.
Using many factors, they were ultimately
that money home run won the World Series. Shout out them Braves, man. I know I'm wearing a Yankees hat. I just like the hat, bro. Chill on me. I'm a Braves fan.
Each lineup position. The results in the book concluded that the most important spots in chronological order are 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's interesting. That 3 wouldn't be the third most, I would think.
In the leadoff spot. 2018 in MLB was the breakout year.
Who are you a fan of? Oh yeah, you're the Royals. I forgot.
Over the course of the last 5 years, home run and strikeout rates are way up. With the increase in home run and strikeout rates, there's a correlation to the value of steals and base runner positioning decreasing. Many teams are batting power guys 1, 2, and 3, and the need for the to be fast is just not as important anymore if they're followed by power hitters. A fast guy with a low on-base percentage is more valuable in front of contact singles hitters, which in recent times are more likely found later in the lineup.
Right.
For that reason, the Cardinals started hitting Matt Carpenter leadoff since he possessed the highest on-base percentage on the team, despite
which is crazy.
Speed. At that time, Jesse Winker started to lead off since he had a high.
Jesse
on-base
Winker was tough
percentage
that year when he was in
around
Cincinnati.
Even though he only
Yeah.
had one career stolen base up to that point. In 2018, Winker even led off a few games over Billy Hamilton, who was considered the fastest man in baseball. And this was simply due to the fact that Winker got on base.
405 on-base percentage
In the
is
following
crazy.
years, we saw more hitters with high on-base percentage and slow speed batting leadoff. Guys like Carlos Santana and Luis Arias frequently were leadoff hitters with little to no speed. But this was less criticized because they got on base and did not strike out a ton. Even Daniel Vogelbach, of all people, led off 6 games.
That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Daniel Vogelbach leading off a game is crazy. My 6-year-old mind would not be able to comprehend somebody that looks like Jabba the Hutt. No offense to him, but somebody that looks like Jabba the Hutt leading off. That's crazy.
This is the last person you'd expect to steal a base. Why would anyone bat this slow guy at leadoff? Well, he gets on base. His stint as a leadoff hitter was short-lived, but it was in the midst of a new trend in baseball where we started to see slow hitters who were 3-outcome guys bat leadoff. A 3-outcome hitter is a hitter who normally only has 3 outcomes: home run, strikeout, or walk. Fans across baseball hated having these guys in the leadoff spot since they would hit.
I hated it at first
with
too,
no
not gonna
one on
cap.
base for them. However, the numbers showed again that this could work. Expected runs plus RBIs is the 3rd highest for the leadoff hitter, so they still have valuable RBI opportunities
Right.
and have just as much of a chance to contribute runs in a game as the 2, 3,
Ronald
4 hitters.
Acuna.
And after all, the leadoff hitter is only leadoff once per game.
Right.
Later in the game, they could be up with the bases loaded. You never know. In addition,
Yo,
starting
15 to
off the
4
game
and then
with
hitting a
pure
grand
power
slam
hitter
in the
can
4th
result in
inning is
more
crazy.
walks. The pitcher knows they have to pitch around this
Man,
guy since
177
one mistake
leading off.
could
Nuts.
end up
115
in a 1-0
leading
start to
off.
the game. If they walk the first batter, now they need to throw over the plate for the next hitters up, and this could lead to mistakes. Early on, pitchers are trying to get their rhythm down, and having a 40 home run guy as the first task can completely rattle them. A huge example of a 3-outcome hitter that batted leadoff was Jorge Soler in 2021.
Yes,
In
sir.
2021, the Braves lost Ronald Acuna for the season.
Get well,
This led to
Acuna,
them
get
not
well.
having as much speed in their order. They could have put Ozzie Albies or Dansby Swanson, the 2 next fastest guys on the team, leadoff, but Jorge Soler has an on-base percentage 40 points higher than both of them. The Braves knew Soler saw many pitches, walked a ton, and could be a great way to set the tone. The Braves batted Jorge Soler leadoff throughout the postseason, and the rest is history.
Swinging strikes and not balls.
Pow.
Slammed into left field. How about that start to the World Series?
No, y'all not that bad, Flaunt. Royals are actually pretty good this year. Ooh, Soler, boy, that boy was hooping that year, man.
Braves take the lead.
And the one he hit out the stadium.
Soler helped lead the Braves to winning the World Series, while also being World
MVP.
Series MVP. The
MVP.
decision to bat him leadoff was never questioned again. The most polarizing leadoff hitter of all time might be Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber is nothing like the stereotypical leadoff guy. He's slow and unathletic. This season, he has a 197 batting average, has the most strikeouts in MLB, and
This
is
was last
second
year.
in home runs. This is a player you normally see.
Which is this is crazy splits. He has the most strikeouts, the second most home runs, and the worst batting average in the league. He wouldn't have played. I'm not gonna lie. If he had a 197 batting average like 10, 20 years ago, he wouldn't play.
in the middle of the lineup.
And striking out that much, he wouldn't play.
And let's just say many fans don't like it. But Kyle Schwarber may have some qualities that make him one of the best leadoff hitters you could ask for. Schwarber sees 4.26 pitches per at-bat, which is 6th best in MLB, and
Wow.
best on the Phillies. Schwarber also has the 2nd best on-base percentage on the Phillies at 345. This more than makes up for his bad batting average.
Right.
For comparison,
He walks a
Bryson
lot.
Stott has a 280 batting average, almost 100 points higher than Schwarber's.
But he doesn't walk.
Schwarber has an on-base percentage 14 points higher. It may not look pretty, but the numbers don't lie. Schwarber gets on base. His ability to work the pitcher.
So I wonder why
walks
Soto
sets
doesn't
the
hit
tone
leadoff for
the
the
perfect
Yankees a
leadoff
lot.
hitter. He is then followed by big sluggers such as Trey Turner and Bryce Harper, who pitchers have to pitch to now. And oh yeah, Schwarber hits a lot of home runs, and there is no better way to maximize these
then
I
by
know he
having
does
the
sometimes,
most
but I wonder why he
at-bats
doesn't
on
more.
the team. Let's look at this in action. In the 2022 World Series, Schwarber starts off the game by working a great at-bat against Lance McMullers, who didn't want to throw him anything he could hit out of the park, so he takes the walk. He's on base and extends the inning for Bryce Harper, who then drills a 2-out home run. Then Schwarber hits this monster home run, putting the Phillies up 6-0 and making him responsible for 3 of the Phillies' 7 runs in this game.
Schwarber flies it to center field. McCormick's going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall. Gone!
Schwarber at the plate this game gave the Phillies a 7.7% win probability increase and helped lead them to a huge.
See, I don't really care about the whole
How
win.
about-
I don't care about the whole win probability thing. It is what it is, but you can see the proof is in the pudding.
This year in the NLCS, Arizona at this point is the hottest team in baseball, ready to.
Hey, that's all you can
roll
ask for,
the Phillies.
Flaunt.
But Schwarber steps up to the plate, and the first pitch of the game, he sets the tone.
Here, Kyle Schwarber ready to lead off. Ball swinging, and there it goes.
I remember seeing that last year.
An ambush
Too bad the
by
Phillies
Schwarber.
lost, but they own the
This
Braves, so I
home
can't
run
say
gave Kyle
anything.
Schwarber the MLB postseason record for most leadoff home runs, with 4. Schwarber went on to hit 2 home runs the next game to steal the momentum of the series and put the Phillies up 2-0 in the series. Schwarber might not be your average leadoff hitter, but he knows his role of being a modern-day leadoff hitter and embraces it. Years ago, a guy like Trey Turner would be a no-brainer leadoff man.
Absolutely.
He hits around 300 with 30 steals each year. Everything about Trey Turner screams leadoff hitter, but Schwarber is actually the better option. Overall, he's a better hitter than Trey Turner in all major statistics
Except batting average.
But most importantly, Schwarber has a better on-base percentage. The most valuable batting order spot is leadoff, and with steals mattering less in a Phillies lineup who scores a large portion of their runs off the long ball, the most important factor for the Phillies leadoff hitter is getting on base and having valuable at-bats, not stealing bags. Trey Turner this year was 30 for 30 on steals with increased bag sizes. I believe he could have had more steals if he wanted, but the Phillies know it's not worth the risk to steal a ton of bases
Right.
in their lineup full of power hitters. Turner could have
Same
been
way for the
a
Braves.
leadoff hitter on another team.
At least
But for
last
what
year.
the Phillies need, Schwarber is the better option. There are skill roles for everyone, and that's what makes baseball great. What works for one team might not make the most sense for another. Leadoff hitters come in all shapes and sizes. Ronald Acuna, the front runner for MVP in the NL.
Turn up the video. You didn't want to say that like, maybe 10 minutes and 56 seconds ago, brother? I know the video was too quiet. It's too late now.
This year. He's a leadoff hitter, and an amazing one. The main reason he's a great leadoff
Nah, you
hitter
good, Hayden.
is
I'm
because he's
trolling you.
first
You good.
in the MLB in on-base percentage. Having the ability to steal bases is a great bonus, but it's just the cherry on top for a leadoff hitter. What was important in the past is drifting away, and the new era is beginning. Instead of just looking at speed and batting average, it is smarter to view the whole situation. Each team is different, but for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber is the best option to bat leadoff. Please consider subscribing.
That was a good video, man. That was a good video for sure, for sure. It was definitely a good video. I'm again like when like I said, when I grew up, like there was really only an emphasis on batting average. People didn't really care about power numbers, on base percentage, WRC plus, OPS plus, all that, bro. Didn't nobody care about that. Didn't nobody care about that, bro. So it's just interesting to see. I wonder how baseball will evolve next. I wonder how it will evolve next because it's more of an emphasis on power. So I'm assuming people are then going to start hitting for more average with power. That could be the next evolution. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see.